Hi everyone, this is Maths World UK. I'm James Grime and today's guest is Thomas Woolley. Thomas has brought in a game for us to try. It's a pretty easy game, so everyone should be able to try it out. But after playing the game a few times, you may begin to realise that it's related to a game you already know. Thomas is actually a mathematical biologist and an expert at something called Turing patterns, which was an idea that Alan Turing had after breaking codes in World War II, which explains why zebras have stripes and leopards have spots. So before we start, I thought it'd be interesting to ask Thomas if he could explain what a Turing pattern was.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows Turing's work as a code break. I mean, monumental, absolutely monumental. And his also work on the stopping problem, genius. His work on computational theory before really computers existed, absolutely incredible. But his most cited paper is a paper called On the Chemical Basis of Morphogenesis, which is just a really complicated way of saying the maths of pattern formation. And that could be stripes on the zebra, it could be spots on a fish, all the way down to the formation of fingers. Because when you're forming, you form as a limb bud. You start off with quite a smooth bump on the embryo, and then slowly your fingers start to form. But what tells the body, the biology, to say put a finger here, and here? A pattern has to exist to tell the fingers to form where they should. And Alan Turing's theory gives us a way of understanding how to produce patterning without any external influence.
So what have you brought in for us today that people can play with at home?
Okay, so it's a two-player game, and we will, I assume, host a PDF somewhere. So all the pieces are out there. You just print them out, cut them out, and you have all the pieces. There are 11 pieces. We have two circular pies, and then a number of sectors numbered 1 to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just make sure I've got them all there. And two pies, each cut up in sections of 15. Okay? From this, we're going to play a game. I assume you want to play with me, James?
Oh, yeah, I'm always up for playing a game. Yeah, sure, I'm ready for it.
Excellent. And so we're going to take it in turns. We're each going to choose one of these numbered pieces, and we get to keep it for the rest of the game. Okay? So you'll choose your piece, and then I'll choose my piece, and then we'll never swap after that. And the idea of the game, the goal, is to fill your pie exactly. So you can't have 16, you can't have 14, it has to be exactly 15 in exactly 3 pieces. So you can't choose 9 and 6, because although that is 15, it's in 2 pieces. And that's the game. We take in turns, we choose pieces, whoever fills their pie first in exactly 15 pieces with exactly 3 segments, they win.
Okay, sounds simple enough. And
sounds simple enough.
Who gets to go first?
Oh, please, be my guest,
Okay, I'm going to choose, now I don't know what the thinking might be behind this. Let's go for 9.
9, you're going for a little 9. So I'll give you, where are we? So we'll give you this pie here, that fits nicely on there. Now, I will go for a 5. I'm a little bit less hungry than you, obviously. There we go. So.
Well, then I will go for 1. Going to the other extreme.
1. Excellent. Oh, you're so full up with that 9. You only need a little bit more to whet your appetite. There we go.
I've just realised a mistake because you've already stolen the 5.
I was going to say you're not really helping yourself there. So what I'll do is I'll try a 2 again. Not feeling it. Not. I've had enough pie today, I think. So there's the 5 and the 2, and there's your 9 and 1.
Okay, now I'm going to be clever this time after my terrible mistake. So you've got 7. There's 15 to get. So you're not allowed to have the 8, are you? So I'll take.
I could take the 8 if I wanted to stop you, but it's not really going to help me at the moment.
I'm going to take the 8 to stop you. Yeah.
Okay, so now we could put it there, and that does fill your pie, but it's over 15. So I'll put it to one side of the second, because you can take the pieces off and rearrange them, but at the moment you can't do any rearranging there to make 15. So we'll give you that piece there. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to need a 6 to stop you. You're a tricksy little hobbit, and so I'm going to take that little nice 6 there. I see your game.
Okay, so Let's see. So if I've got an 8 and a 1, that's a 9.
Yep.
That's why you took the 6.
That's why I took the
see.
6. Yeah. Maybe I was ahead of you there then. Who knows?
So you've got a 5 and a 6. That's an 11. I'm going to take the 4.
So far we've got a 3, a 4, and a 7 left.
I'm taking the 4 away from you.
Okay, that's the 4 gone.
But I'm going to have a feeling...
So what am I going to choose here, James? You tell me. I've got a 2 and a 6.
You've got a 2 and a 6.
That makes 8.
Oh, no.
And if I take the 7, that makes me nicely up to 15.
Oh, no. It's a fix.
Wonderful.
Now, is there a mathematical idea to win this game?
Of course. I mean, mathematics is everything, as you very well know, James. So even if there wasn't, I would firstly urge the people to pause the video here, have a few games, get your friends to play. What are you thinking? What can you see any strategies yourself? Because there is a strategy, and I will reveal it in a second.
Hey, we're back.
Excellent. So I assume you played enough games that you now fully understand the game. And really, so let me first ask a question to you. I gave you a few rules here. The first rule is it's a 2-player game. You're trying to get 3 of something, and you can always force a draw. That is something I didn't tell you. But that is true. You can always force a draw. It's a 2-player game, and you're after 3 of something. Can you think of any other game that has that kind of structure?
Well, I know a game that has that sort of structure, yeah, which is noughts and crosses.
Noughts and crosses, exactly. So this game, incredibly, you may not believe it just yet, is just noughts and crosses. And as a sort of an abstract level, this is what mathematicians do all the time. When they get a hard problem like this, one of the things that mathematicians are trying to do is they convert it into something that they already understand. And if they can't convert it completely, they first try and simplify it, convert it into something they understand, solve it, and then try and make it more complex. But in this case, it simply really is just noughts and crosses. But more than that, it's noughts and crosses on a magic square. And James, you've spoken about magic squares a lot, haven't you?
I know magic squares. Yeah, magic squares are cool. What is a magic square?
Well, the one we're going to be looking at, I'll make a big version of this so I can put it in front of the camera. So if I put this here, and let's, expensive props here.
Thanks.
Isn't it?
Yeah, thanks. No expense spent.
So numbers 1 to 9, same as the pieces we have, and I just put them in this grid. And this grid is the magic square because every row, every vertical column, and every diagonal adds up to 15. So 8 plus 2 plus 5 is 15. 9 plus 5 plus 1, 15. 2 plus 9 plus 4, 15. So every way you can make 15 out of 3 numbers is in this square. So let's now see, let's put this to one side and let's play the game again, if you don't mind, James, and we'll see how this pans out. Here we go. So choose a piece.
Okay. Well, okay. So this is like noughts and crosses, and I know that you want to go for the centre square.
It's a good strategy.
So, and the centre square was 5. So I'm going for 5.
So I'll give you're taking the 5, so I'll give you the circle as 5, and that will be on your pie. Okay, right. So again, I'm going to go, I'll take the 1. So I'm just going to the right of you there on the grid. So I'm just a very tiny, I've just had breakfast, small piece of.
Okay, let's have a look at the grid again.
Yep.
And I'm going to make my choices based on the noughts and crosses grid. And I'm going to go for... now,
there is a strategy here. You can force a win at this point.
Oh, and I don't know how to force a win, but I'm going to go for 4.
You go for a 4? Excellent. So I'll give you this 4. Put that there. Now, I'm in immediate danger. You got 4 and 5, so I have to take the 6. Okay, so let me take the 6. Ooh, that's the 9. They look so similar, the 6 and 9. Okay.
And now I have to go for the 8 to stop you.
Yes, you do. There you go. So you take that 8. That's a very nice 8. Now, that doesn't help you. You can't fill your pie. But, again, that puts me in immediate danger. So I have to go for the 2. So put that on. Doesn't make me win.
But I might have stumbled across a win here, haven't I?
I think you might have.
Yeah, so 3.
If you take that 3, that last little 3, and we rearrange to get 4, 8, and 3. Now, we haven't even done an arithmetic. You can work that out. 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 8 is 15. But we weren't even doing that. All we need to know is on this, it gives you a 4, 3, and 8. That gives you a nice row in this tic-tac-toe, and you win.
And what I like about this is that these two games that look on the surface to be completely different, underneath, it's the same maths going on.
Same machinery, absolutely same machinery.
Which is what I think, it's one of my favourite things about maths, where you take two things that look completely different, but it's the structure underneath. That's what people love about, as you say, it's that abstract thought. Because when you remove thought from reality, which is where I work, I'm an applied mathematician, so all my maths is based on the biological cells and chemicals I work with. But I'm in awe of pure mathematicians who can really take their mathematics and just play in pure thought, because they start to connect dots that you didn't even know exist. I think that's a beautiful place to end. Thank you for bringing along this game, which I hope people are going to play with and try out, and people are maybe win.
I hope so. It's been a pleasure, James.
I want to say thank you to Thomas again, and in the description you will find the PDF of the pie game for you to print out and try out at home. And although Thomas was too modest to mention it, Thomas does actually have a podcast called Maths at the Movies, where he talks about mathematical movies with his friends, and in fact in one episode we talk about Alan Turing and the Imitation Game. But that's all for now, so I'll say stay curious, and I'll see you next time.